It started. 1 second. Cool. And we'll reduce this. 480. Now I can turn this on. And then I'll do this. Alright, what's up Twitch? What's up YouTube? This is FJ and it is BrackCast number 89. We've had a lot of crazy news lately, and one that kind of jumped out at us was from this Showbiz Daily MSN News. Deji brought this up, and it's about the gruesome murder of Abby Choi, Hong Kong model and socialite. I was not really aware of who this person was prior. Never really knew about her, like, I guess, status or whatever as an influencer, as a socialite. But we're going to go through, it's a relatively short article to read, so we'll go through it. We have Tom here and Deji with us. You guys good? Oh, Deji, you're really quiet.
How about now? Still?
Still really quiet. Like, I can hear you more clearly, but it's really quiet. Like, I'd have to raise your volume by, like, 30%.
Oh, you know what? I actually know what I turned the input setting down.
It's probably a
fire pit. 1 second.
Alright, I'll get started by reading this. You tweak that out. So, guys...
How's now? How about now?
Oh,
How about now?
that's perfect. That's really good.
Okay.
There you go.
That's much
Gotcha.
better. Okay,
Alright.
You're at 100. Tom's at 100. Good. So, this is her. Is this the first? Oh, tell me this was the first. Oh, wait. You started ahead. Okay, here's the beginning. Who was Abby Choi? Abby Choi was a Hong Kong-based socialite. She was known for being one of Hong Kong's biggest international influencers. Personal life: prior to her passing, Abby Choi was married to Hong Kong millionaire Chris Tam Chuk Kwan, the owner of the Hong Kong restaurant chain Tam Jai Yunnan Mixian. Leaving behind 4 children, Abby Choi left behind 4 children, 2 from her previous marriage with ex-husband Alex Kwong, and 2 with her last partner, Chris Tam Chuk Kwan, the Straits Times reported.
Did they mention her age?
Not yet.
Okay.
Was
Just
she like 20 something?
we can look it up right now. Abby Choi. Abby Choi. D.O.B. 1994. So,
Damn.
what is that? 26? Oh no, plus 3. 29, 28, 29.
Wow.
So, news that shocked the world. Just 2 weeks before news of her murder was released, Abby Choi graced the cover of official Hong Kong. No one could have imagined. Yeah, okay. CCTV footage reveals she met with ex-husband. According to the new paper, midway through the investigation of her disappearance, police discovered CCTV footage of her meeting up with her ex-husband, Alex Kwong, in Tai Po to pick up their children.
The millionaire?
Was that?
No, the new
The millionaire?
was the millionaire. I think the ex-husband was just regular.
Alex Kwong was not the millionaire. The millionaire is her new husband, her current husband. Alex Kwong is the ex.
She's been married before. Oh, okay.
Yeah, married before, previous kids, 2 kids from before as well. So,
Gotcha.
same report, Abby Choi was nowhere to be found soon after she met with her ex. CCTV then captured a mysterious man dressed in black hauling several large containers that were big enough to fit a body. According to the Straits Times, Abby Choi's ex-brother-in-law, who was also her chauffeur, was the last person to see her. Police started looking into her in-laws after concluding that the account was false testimony.
Oh, hold on. Her ex-husband's
Brother was her chauffeur.
The chauffeur? Oh shit.
Yeah. So, according to Sky News, police found out that Choi's ex-in-laws recently rented an apartment in Tai Po's Lung Mei village. Due to the strange timing of the rental, the police looked into it and found Abby Choi's dismembered legs in the same apartment.
Wow. Chopped up.
Other than her legs, police found other parts of Abby Choi's dismembered body in the flat, with some parts found refrigerated, according to the Straits Times. However, her head, torso, and hands were not in the flat at that time. So she's missing some stuff. The same report notes that the flat had been converted from an unfurnished unit to a makeshift butchery equipped with a chainsaw and raincoats, suggesting that it had been rented with the sole purpose of disposing of Abby Choi's body.
Bruh.
Yeah, this gets dark. 3 arrested, 1 missing. After this finding, police immediately arrested Abby Choi's ex-in-laws. So on February 24th, so that's Alex's parents. They included her ex's father, mother, and brother. Oh, so the chauffeur too. The ex-husband himself, Alex Kwong, managed to evade capture at that time. Given that the murder victim was a prominent member of Hong Kong society, there's her with Pharrell, there was widespread public outrage when it was discovered that the perpetrators of Abby Choi's murder were people close to her. Ex-father-in-law used to be a cop. Also,
Bruh.
What's up?
No, I'm just reacting to like those are like really like critical details. I feel like
That you missed.
like the chauffeur thing. Yeah, like the chauffeur thing. The father-in-law thing.
Yeah. So the rental was the parents, just so you know. Like the new rental unit of this place was rented by the parents. Okay,
Jeez.
so it was additionally shocking to the public that the ex-father-in-law was a cop. So he was probably the mastermind behind the murder. He was actually awarded Hong Kong Police Long Service Medal for his service back in 2001.
Is it possible that, I mean, you think he was involved or just by name and the son took advantage of it?
You're going to get into the motive. We're going to get into the motive. So it was unbelievable to the public that someone who used to be on the side of justice would be capable of planning the murder. The Standard revealed that Alex Kwong was previously convicted of fraud with his gold investment business, so that's the ex-husband. He had also been on the run from the authorities since being convicted in 2014 and 15, escaping while on bail. So this guy's been missing for... I guess they hadn't got him in a while. Members of the public managed to slough out Alex Kwong's photo, setting off a nationwide hunt for the escaped murder suspect. Netizens posted his image all over Hong Kong, internet forums, and social media.
So I learned netizen is the word for people who just like are on online communities because it's like a citizen.
I just put that together in my head. A netizen. The Straits Times reports that Hong Kong police issued another statement regarding the case. They stated that the motive behind the murder of the socialite was money and the issue of property inheritance. So, Dim Sum Daily reported that Abby Choi had been financially supporting her ex-in-laws and ex-husband since remarrying. So she's been paying for them. The Standard reports that the plot started when Abby Choi mentioned selling a property she had bought for her ex-in-laws and was intending to revoke their inheritance rights to the property.
Oh.
Everyone get that? The Standard reveals more, as Abby Choi had not registered her marriage formally with Chris Tam, the new guy. The property would legally go to her ex-husband Alex Kwong after her death. This would only happen if she were to die before the finalization of the process to revoke the aforementioned inheritance. So there was a time constraint here, the time crunch.
Why would there be an inheritance? That's weird.
No, like she bought the place, but if she dies, the place goes to somebody. And at the time when she died, it goes to her. It goes to her
might
husband.
have a will, right?
Well, yeah, she didn't.
But I thought that's the ex-husband.
Yeah, exactly. But she didn't formalize her new marriage. She's not actually like fully married to the new one yet. So maybe the
but that.
What?
But the ex-husband's the ex-husband. It's done.
Well, as this article is saying,
I don't know what the law is in Hong Kong.
He's still the husband.
Yeah.
It's still under his name. If she dies, only if she dies. So, Saturday, February 25th, Alex Kwong had finally been apprehended. South China Morning Post reported police learned his plans to flee Hong Kong by speedboat, and they apprehended him. 26th, on Sunday, February 26th, Choi's head was found in a soup pot. It had been cooked with other ingredients in the same rented apartment.
Bruh.
The Standard reports that the head was not discovered during the initial raid of the flat. The finding was pending a report from forensic experts who had to investigate the soup pot's contents first. So it just looked like normal soup. And then forensic experts, like, checked it out, and it's like, there's a head in here. Hong Kong courts have ruled that since her death was premeditated, legal inheritors themselves, the acquisition of the property would be treated as illegal, and the inheritance rights revoked. So the parents and the husband didn't get it. Investigations are still ongoing as to Abby Choi's torso and hands have yet to be found. So that's the end of the article. So at first, Deji, you sent this and maybe you thought it was like a motive of like jealousy of her like status, maybe her success or her wealth. But it seemed so basic when you get to the end, and it's like, they just wanted to inherit.
It's always one of the two,
property.
right? Money or yeah.
But like, to think about, I mean, they say it was like a mastermind murder. It doesn't seem very mastermind to me. If she's so popular, and then like they timed it to like one of their meetings with the ex-husband, right? Because she has to pick up her kids, and then she goes missing. Like, I don't know. Does it seem like kind of like a mastermind plot to you guys? Like,
I guess they were talking specifically.
Where
about,
did
like,
she die? In Hong
Red
Kong or
Hook.
mainland China?
Hong Kong, I think.
Hong Kong?
I think so.
Yeah, I guess they were
Didn't really get that.
mostly talking about the whole rental of the apartment and dismemberment part. That shit was crazy to me. Yeah, I thought it was initially like jealousy motivated because I hadn't gotten to the end by the time I said. Like, I was just reading through the article and I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Then I sent it to you, and then I got to the end.
Like it was like, yeah.
Well,
money.
let's just say.
I mean, they were fine until she said, "I'm gonna sell the apartment."
Well, let's just say, okay, because they found the body, right? So, let's say they didn't find the body. Let's say these guys figure out a way to cook all her parts, and then like there's no trace to be found. People ate her up, whatever. Like, what do you think was the whole rationale of cooking her?
Well, that's a whole satanic, crazy, fucking who knows what.
I would say the
I would say the
reason her hands are missing is for fingerprints, and the reason they're probably trying to cook her is for dental records or something. Because those are the only like two for sure identifiers of like deceased people.
Yeah.
Torso. I mean, you could use DNA, but like those are
DNA
like
and stuff.
DNA for sure. They'd have to really. Well,
But you know
they
what?
could they could
That's
like
so
cremate.
weird.
They can cremate. I think dental can also like go away with cremation, but like there's. Anyway, we're just trying to figure out.
Wouldn't it have been an easier way to just get rid of the body?
Yeah, like why did they keep
I mean,
it in the rental space
like,
that was just newly rented, like under their name, like
under their father's name and shit.
yeah.
Like, that's
So
Not-
at first I was confused. I thought that new rental space with the whole like butchery was what they were trying to get. It's not. It's not. I don't think so. So she bought her in-laws and her ex a place to live, but they were renting it, I guess, from her. I guess. And this new rental.
I don't think so.
Well, no, because it said it's a rental space. Not well. Actually, maybe
She's supporting them, so
yeah, she's
It said
supporting
she
them.
bought them
Maybe she's not.
property.
They're not renting. She's not renting it to them. She's just supporting them.
bought it and then just pay the bills or something.
But then
I
she
don't know.
said she was like she was gonna sell it. She wanted to sell it.
Sell it.
I guess she wanted to stop
Yep.
supporting them, right? So
Yeah. Well, she's married now, kind of, I guess.
well, the guy the guy she's married to has all the money. It's like she doesn't really.
Yeah.
I don't think she makes money.
Or maybe
like
he probably said, "Fuck those guys."
Yeah.
You're selling it.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and I think she
Okay,
had
like,
every
you
right
have-
to sell it. She had every right to sell it. Like, belongs to her.
Sure.
She doesn't have to
Yeah,
support them.
that's ex-family now.
Yeah.
So the timeline of this, because it says that ex-husband was on the run from the police, so he probably couldn't
Since
get a job or get
2014.
employment.
Since 2014, 15, yeah.
So
long time.
shortly after that is probably when she left him and like found or I don't know. I don't know the timeline. We gotta, I guess, double check that later. But shortly after that is probably when she left him and found the new guy. And then if he's not able to get employment and she's about to cut off the source of money, they probably got really desperate. There's probably like a
How long has she
crazy
been
like
popular?
Uh,
I don't know.
hold on here.
I'll do some Googles.
So she's
Abby Choi.
I've never heard of her
well,
until now. So,
yeah, me neither. But apparently she's huge in
but
Hong
I mean,
Kong.
that's a big market there, right? Asia's a big market.
Oh yeah,
Like,
of course.
Yeah.
She's
Whole
got.
other world out there.
Oh well, she only has 145,000 followers. That's like not crazy for Instagram.
Is that her real one though? I don't even know.
Good call. I think so. She wasn't even verified. But this looks like it's hers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. They said before her death, hold on. The Chinese model had close to 100,000 followers on Instagram. So
Okay.
I guess he wasn't like big, but it's big enough to like draw eyes.
I
I
mean,
guess
yeah,
she
it's
must have been
definitely-
still like
It's big. Like it's enough for her to like be an influencer
Yeah.
status and make money, like and
I
get
mean, she was
contracts. And
modeling,
stuff.
right?
her
Yeah.
net worth was
She's
Hong
she's
Kong
modeling
100
and
million?
getting paid.
Okay. Oh,
She was
okay.
working a
At the
legit
age, yeah,
job.
at age 19. At age 19, the Chinese model married Alex Kwong and had 2 kids. So yeah, that was in 2016. She married Tam Chung Kwan. So 2 years after he got convicted of his bullshit.
Oh. Okay.
Hmm.
Well,
According to the Hong Kong media, Choi
How
continued
was
to pay
she
for
married but not certified? That was the part that confused me, or whatever the fuck they call that.
what the new marriage? Yeah, it wasn't like the paperwork didn't
Yeah,
go through yet, but that was a long time ago. She married 2016, still
I
not
know.
finalized in 2023.
Years ago.
Like that's yeah,
Yeah, I
that
don't know how the
doesn't really add up
The-
either. There's
The 28-year-old is also reported to have helped her brother-in-law Anthony buy his home, but lately Miss Choi spoke to her lawyers about selling Anthony's UK $71 million home apartment, which he paid for but
What?
was under his name.
oh
So,
wow,
yeah.
that's the chauffeur.
Yes.
71 million. Must
Hong
in
Kong.
yuan.
It's sorry, selling Anthony's UK 71 million apartment. Yeah.
what?
or whatever.
So she was fucking caking, bro. She
Maybe
was making bank.
7.1, or maybe
It's
is it HK
Well-
71 mil? I don't know. That's a lot.
it says
No.
Like not
It's
even
a
Drake
lot.
has a
It's a
house
lot.
that much.
yeah.
Drake's
that
house
is a-
isn't even that
is
much.
a lot. That is a lot. It says UK. Maybe it's supposed to say HK. Maybe that's a
Maybe.
a
But
typo.
UK Kwan is different. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that's a typo. I think that's supposed to be HK because the other one was HK. It said her net worth was 100 HK million.
okay, yeah.
But
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, but then
Still, she was. Yeah. Maybe. I
Let me
mean,
just send you this site. I don't know. I'll post the site in the chat.
she had every right to do what she wanted to do with her assets. I guess, you know.
so the only thing really that like it seems pretty straightforward, the motive, and then maybe they didn't really think it through as to like logistics. It's just the cooking part that threw me off a little bit. Like
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's like
That's
when you see those
dark.
special victims, think that's a sign of something else. We'd have to ask a psychologist or something.
like if they had that much time to cut her up, store her, like watch like Dexter. You guys watch Dexter? So
Mhm.
like they could have just put it
yeah,
in
a
one
little
of the
bit, but yeah.
bins and just set it on fire. Like, you know what I mean? Like put a
Yeah,
bunch
you
of
could
fuel
bury
over
it
it
in
and just set it
something,
on fire. I don't
Take it
know.
out of the water.
I don't really know what that's like, but like just watching movies, I would assume that's how you like
But I
burn.
think that's a significant sign of just some kind of a rage thing.
Oh.
Like it's
Oh, like a crime of passion
Yeah.
type of thing.
Mhm.
yeah, like
So who do you think did it though?
there's something behind it.
Who do you think did
Yeah,
it?
I think
Of the
the
three, I don't think
think the
it's
husband.
you
Or the
think it's
ex-husband.
Alex Kwong? You don't think it's the dad?
I think it's the dad.
No, I think the dad was in to help, but I don't think he was there.
Because apparently the dad was
But
the ex-cop who would been the mastermind.
Yeah, and you think he'd have connections to get rid of a body?
Well, I guess that you can't just burn a body inside an apartment. Like it would raise some, complaints from other tenants or whatever. But yeah.
Oh
it's
yeah,
like-
Hong Kong's
Oh,
congested.
CCTV though. That's
There's people everywhere.
CCTV is what saw this strange man in all black carrying like large containers that could be large enough for a body.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably the
Is
dad
it-
because if the guy was on the run, if Alex Kwong was on the wait, he was meeting with Alex Kwong though. How is the guy still on the run
Yeah, that's what you
if
said.
she's meeting with him to pick up the kids?
I know. Like, why didn't she call the cops? I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's weird.
We don't know more
There's
into
something
like their
weird, bro.
relationship and their actual like maybe if how long was this fighting going on, or like how long did they have notice that she was gonna sell it, like when did she tell them, like it could have been a while in the making and then finally it could just kind of
Yeah,
imagine.
I mean, she got remarried, so I'm sure the husband was involved in it somehow too, right?
well, let's just say they cook all of
Not
it.
in the.
I'm still on this cooking
Yeah.
thing. Were they gonna eat her?
Oh God, I hope not. That's
You know, there are supposedly cannibals in China. I'm just
Well,
saying.
I mean, they cook a lot of stuff over there. They're not shy of cooking stuff that we don't really cook over here. But a human head
no.
and
No, they-
hands and torso.
Yeah.
I'm saying maybe the torso. Wait, is the torso still missing or just the hands?
I think they said the torso and the hands are missing.
Like I can see like her organs being sold in black market.
That's. Hey, you never know.
That kind of makes sense. Torso wise, like all the organs in there,
Yeah.
like kidney, liver.
Heart, a lung,
Right?
a liver, a kidney.
So maybe this guy again,
Yeah,
cop, ex-cop, probably knows his way in that dark side of the society. Was figuring out a way to make money off her body parts. That kind of makes some sense. Maybe also because she's a celebrity, some dark twisted people just wanted pieces of her. Maybe like her hands. Maybe someone wanted to buy her hands.
Oh man,
That's messed
Yeah.
up. That's some like movie
for
stuff.
100K, that's all it takes.
100K?
Oh,
What do you mean 100K?
100K followers.
Oh.
And you're a target like that? Wow. I mean, I
Well,
guess it's for the
we
money.
don't know how much this place
I mean,
was.
people have been killed for that.
I guess you could have looked it up, but like I wonder how much this place was that the ex in laws owned. Like this
What'd
house.
you say?
But they
What'd you say,
obviously
Tom?
needed the
People come
money.
for less.
Yeah, they needed the money for. It's obvious
Wow, man, that's such a tragic
based
story.
on what you read.
This is your family for 10 years, or like 8
Yeah.
years.
And they have 2 kids.
They just,
There's offspring.
bruh,
Yeah, and she was
Imagine
supporting
your
them
dad-
even
oh,
after the
that's-
divorce.
yo, your dad cooked your mom, bro. What?
Now your grandfather cooked your mom, or maybe it was the
Oh,
grandmother.
What's your dad? Oh my gosh, that's crazy, man. Poor kids.
Look, she never smiles in these. I've yet to see
Those
her
modeling
like her
poses.
mouth open at all in
Is
any
it?
of these.
Is it terms of service to like talk about how would you get rid of a body?
It's too late now, I guess. I've already been talking about it. I think
I always thought about that.
it's relevant.
How would you do it? I don't even know, because that's a really difficult task to do like cleanly.
Oh, they're all arrested.
Parents and
All-
ex-husband
Have
and the brother was
Yeah,
arrested
and
too.
the brother-in-law. They're all arrested. They have death penalty in Hong Kong, I think.
Well, they're gonna have to
Well, they
figure out
gotta-
who did it. I don't think it was. Yeah, she hasn't smiled in any of these photos yet, guys. I'm just looking for it.
I think the prison systems are more hardcore in China.
Oh yeah,
I believe
look
it.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so
With
Yeah.
that social score, yeah, man, that guy's social score is
000.
this Alex Kong? Is this? I don't know.
Yeah, they got to give him the firing squad.
yep, yeah, firing squad.
All right. Well,
Greed, man. That's what's
it
Yeah,
doesn't
man.
sound like
One
greed
of
to
the-
me. It sounds like desperation. Maybe they just.
Mm,
Well, yeah, part of it is greed. Like they don't want to work anymore. They don't. They want to just take. Obviously, there is greediness to it to take someone's life to just keep material possessions. But like,
Yeah, they wanted that.
that's
It's
crazy.
all about the money. They didn't want to work for it or couldn't find it themselves. So
we don't
once
know.
that tap closes,
We don't know how ugly it got in there, like with their negotiations or with their conversations about, the place that they own, selling it, and all that stuff. We don't
I
know.
would say it got pretty ugly if she's dead.
What if there's custody battle? Well, it's ugly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe she was being not. I'm not saying it's okay what they did, but maybe she wasn't being very nice in how she was delivering her plans. Maybe I don't know. You know what I mean?
That's a possibility. You're allowed to say that.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, it's possible.
She could have just been like, "Screw you guys! I don't want to
There's no
support you anymore.
But she's been,
You guys are just leeching
yeah.
off me."
but like, like it's been like how many years? Doesn't someone have the right to say, "Fuck this, I'm done with this"?
That's true. That's true. The divorce
Yeah.
was
Like, fuck.
2006,
It's my
15,
fucking
16.
money.
They were married since she was 18, right?
Yeah.
As you said. She's 28 now. So
And
minus
divorce.
yeah, minus 8. She would have been oh. Wait, what? When did they
The divorce-
She got married in when she was 19, you said, right?
18.
18.
Yeah, and then
so
remarried in 2016.
So, dude, she was born in 1994. So, 18 is 2012? Am I
Yeah.
doing my math right? Yeah.
Okay.
So, 2012, she
Yeah.
gets married.
Yeah.
Has 2 kids with this Alex Kwong
Yeah.
guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then by 2016, she
fucked up.
remarries the other guy. But that was 2 years after.
So they were married for 2 years.
Yeah.
They were married for 2 years from 12 to 14.
She's been married to this guy longer. Yeah, she's only that guy's should be a memory.
Because at 14 is when he went away. He went like running from the cops. So they got married at
Exactly.
2012. They had 2 kids during that 2 years. By 2014, the guy was arrested or like convicted
the
of
run.
like fraud with his gold selling business. So she leaves
Yeah.
him. She leaves him, but doesn't really divorce him because he's running from the cops. You can't officially divorce him, right? And then marries the guy.
I don't know what the law is there.
marries
Yeah.
the guy.
Yeah. She could marry him legally.
Yeah, she can't marry the new guy unless she divorces the old guy, but the old guy's been on the run. So it's like, can you really officially divorce the guy if he's never around?
But like
The weirdest-
The laws are different there. Maybe it's possible, right?
But the weird part of the
Not like
article
real.
is she was meeting with Alex. That's part that I don't get. If he's been
And
on the
that's-
run, huh?
And that's her chauffeur.
No, her chauffeur is the brother of Alex. Is Alex's
Oh,
brother.
sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like, was that mentioned or that's the assumption? Like, the part where you said, like
which
the meeting with the ex-husband.
it was in the
Like, how does
article.
anybody know that?
It was in the article that she was
Yeah, I
going
know.
to
But,
meet
like-
with him to pick up or drop off the kids. Something about the kids.
Yeah, but who did she tell? Like, how did that piece of information get out?
Oh, maybe that's the thing. Okay, you're right. Good question. Because it did say that the testimony seemed false. So that was the false testimony. She wasn't meeting with Alex. That was
Yeah.
the testimony that she was going to meet with. There it is. Okay, I think there it is. Maybe they were the family was trying to frame the husband, the ex-husband. The family was trying to frame her ex. So she was going to meet with him. But the dad was the one who actually took her and killed her. But the
Oh,
testimony
you think
was
Oh wait, hold up.
the ex-husband is not guilty?
well, the ex-husband's
No.
still on the run. They were just going to use him as a what's up?
Wait, the ex-husband is. Hold on a second. So the brother was the chauffeur of the
Of her.
model,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Her.
And was his initial testimony to the police? Yo, last place I saw her was when
Was
they
she
were
was going to
living-
meet with Alex. Yeah, the ex.
Yeah.
I think it's
But-
his
My
testimony.
fugitive brother.
But was that him dropping her off at the apartment to get butchered?
Well, that's what we assume. Yes, that's what I'm assuming now. So his testimony was, I last saw her when she was gonna meet with Alex, right? But then they're like,
Okay, that's
the CCTV of this man carrying vats or like containers, I think, was in that area of this new rental space that the in-laws rented. So the in-laws are it's under the name. The butcher house is under the names of the in-laws.
Yeah.
So it was like, that's too coincidental that this drop off is so close to this new rental That's why they didn't buy the story that she was meeting with Alex. So maybe Alex wasn't involved at all. Maybe.
Interesting.
Possible. That was the scapegoat. But
That-
they arrested him, right?
That makes more sense. No. They
Well-
couldn't get him. He's still fled. They can't find him.
Oh, he's still on the run. Okay.
I don't think he was involved at
Oh
all.
wait,
Okay.
hey,
I'm starting to think he
wait,
wasn't
did
involved
they
at all.
say
What's
did
up?
they say they got him though on the last like one of the last 2 pages?
Oh, let me see. Oh,
Like
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
Kwang
Saturday,
had
he
February
been
did-
25th.
apprehended.
Kwang had finally been apprehended, learned of his plans to flee Hong Kong by speedboat, and we were able to apprehend him. Oh, so wait. Was he involved then
Okay,
or
so
what?
he's caught.
Yeah, I think he was involved, yo. He would have to be like. That's a lot
Actually,
of
she
motivation.
has
for
to.
Limbaugh.
He has to be involved because if she died, Alex gets the place, not the in-laws.
Yeah.
The ex gets the place. So there's more paperwork there, I guess. Maybe he was
Probably.
pressured by his parents.
Yeah.
In any case, that's like movie stuff. That's some like. That's gonna be a movie on Netflix probably, or something.
You think you're-
People
you-
murdering for money.
You guys think you'd be capable of dismembering a body?
No.
Me?
I don't think I could do
Dude,
it.
I had a hard time in biology class, like dissecting a frog. Like, actually, the
Yeah,
cow's eye
like-
was worse.
A human body's a totally yeah, no.
Yeah, man.
No.
Well, like they used chainsaws, not like some axe
Yeah.
That-
like,
butcher
That's-
wait,
stuff.
wait. You think they use it? Like you could hear it. A chainsaw's so loud. There's no way they use that in the apartment.
Well,
There's no fucking way.
that's what they said.
Have you ever ripped a chainsaw?
Yeah, I've heard.
But they
chainsaw-
said it was found there.
Yeah.
Yeah, chainsaws are fucking loud.
Maybe there's another site. Maybe they. I don't know.
Well,
They
were
had-
there
well,
no
they had
traces of like blood anywhere? How did they not find any traces of blood?
So they had
Like, the
raincoats.
chainsaw would splatter everywhere.
Well, yeah, I think Dexter. When I think of stuff like this, I think of Dexter. So there's like plastic tarp everywhere, and she just wraps everything up in saran wrap after.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, the fact that a chainsaw is loud.
no
man.
blood.
Like you could hear that down the street.
remember, they found parts of her, but they didn't say anything about like blood everywhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't picture a slaughter happen, but I mean, for her
Yeah,
to be in pieces, a slaughter had to happen. But
There's one sentence that was like, "Yo, it was converted from an unfinished apartment to a makeshift butcher shop," and I was
yeah,
like,
that's Dexter stuff. Right?
"That's crazy, yo."
Yeah.
It's got like the one table in the middle of the room
Yep.
with these spotlights
yeah.
Oh my
You know?
god, yo.
and then plastic and you
Stainless
know.
steel, and there's just plastic
That's it.
tarps and everywhere, and then they come in with their raincoats, looking like I know what you did last summer type of thing.
Oh my god.
But I mean, if this is a crowded apartment building, if it is like, I mean, there's no way no one would not hear that chainsaw.
They probably rented it in
If
some
they used it.
up area.
That's true. The
Yeah.
chainsaw part.
For all we know, maybe it's soundproof down there. For all we know,
Well,
who knows?
makeshift. Well, yeah, there were no reports from like neighbors. I don't know. It's a very short written article. There's not a lot of details in it. It was a lot of mainly just headlines. So there's probably a lot of stuff missing in that story. It was a catchy headline type of story there. But yeah, I mean that's one of the more twisted stories we came across. But Deji, you brought up the other one too, of just what it just started yesterday. Also, Tom, have you heard about the whole Hershey's? The Hershey's chocolate
The
Scandal?
trans woman?
boycott, yeah.
Yeah, of course I have. Yeah, and
Here
you
it
know,
is, guys.
I don't understand if I disagree with that because that means I'm transphobic. But International Women's Day and you put a penis up there? Come on.
Okay, here's the thing. This is what I'm gonna say. Probably the Hershey's producers like angle here.
Yeah, that's woke.
It's her and she, right? These are pronouns, her and she. So they're not International Women's Day. Maybe they didn't need to do it for International Women's Day. I think that was the mistake there. That like they missed the link there. But the her and the she makes sense. They were gonna play on the whole pronoun thing on her and she. So yeah,
Yeah,
definitely use a trans.
but common sense is
But
we
that
both know.
really stupid to do it on Women's Day though. I think that was they
We
missed
both
that.
know
They missed
until
that.
10 years ago, her was a female with a vagina.
Yep.
You know, like that.
Go crazy.
Yeah, like this. Faye Johnston. Yeah,
Well, let's see.
yeah.
Let's see it here, right? Okay, here's a question that just kind of came up in my head. Like this whole white male privilege question. Do you think,
White male privilege.
we understand that that exists to a certain extent for certain people. Do you think, let's just say, a great example is Jenner, right? Bruce, is it Bruce Jenner? Is that his name? Was his name?
Caitlyn Jenner.
Caitlyn.
Yeah, but
Caitlyn,
it was Bruce, right?
Well, yeah, man.
So he was a
Yeah,
athlete,
that's
American.
that's transphobic.
I know
too.
he's apparently dead now. So he's a white man. He had his white
But he's cool with that.
he has his white male privilege. Would you, in your opinion, did he surrender his white male privilege by converting to Caitlyn? Did he surrender his privilege, or do you think he got more? What do you think?
No,
Did he surrender his white male privilege?
By
he's
becoming
already getting
Caitlyn?
chastised.
so. I don't think so.
Do you think he still has it?
He's not. He's on the other side of this he's on the opposite side.
You know
of
what
the
I mean, though.
wokeness.
By okay, we
So
we
he's
understand
like-
we understand white privilege. We understand male privilege. He's still white. So sure, she's still white, I should say. But did she? Is she no longer have that male privilege? I think he lost his male privilege, or she lost his male privilege. Would you say?
Okay, let me.
No.
Let me.
I don't really care for the whole white privilege thing. I don't think it's a
Well,
thing.
The reason why I'm asking
I
is
think
it's relevant.
it's all about like power, right? That's what it comes down to.
Yeah,
Like,
hierarchy.
Money
Though.
talks, man.
So
Who's
I
power?
think.
Patriarchy.
So I
should say.
think him making that transition and everyone embracing him doesn't mean he lost it. I think in fact she lost it. I think in fact it means she got more. Because there was like a worldwide. I think Rolling Stone put out a goodbye Bruce, welcome Caitlyn. There was that whole Dave Chappelle joke about that.
Yeah.
So there was this like
Yeah.
global embrace of that transition. So yeah, I don't know.
Wasn't
I think
she
he got more.
person of the year or something?
Yeah, some shit like that. Like she
Yeah,
was
right.
everywhere.
She won. But she is on the there's two sides because she's on the opposite side. She's opposed to trans women playing
I gotta
against
read.
women.
Oh,
She is
Caitlyn
against
is?
minors getting surgery. She's on the opposite side. Yeah, she is a conservative.
yo,
That's why you don't see her allowed out there because she doesn't go. You think she'd be a spokesman for the trans, but you don't see her name anywhere anymore. So she's an advocate against what the wokeness is now.
How can she do that? Being one.
What do you mean?
How can she be? Sorry, am I getting it mixed up? You're saying she can't support what wokeness can't she support now?
She is against trans women playing in women's sports.
Okay.
She doesn't believe in the minors getting the drugs. She is against minors getting surgery.
Oh,
But that's
okay.
not the transphobic. If you disagree with that, you're transphobic, right?
well,
we all know that.
I
That's
really
the whole
hate the
thing
term
right now.
transphobia.
Yeah.
I don't like how these
So-
terms were just
That's why you don't see her name plastered anywhere
created
when it
and
comes to
then
trans.
defined by someone like
She's not an advocate for the trans movement anymore, as you could tell. Her name has not been talked about
yeah
at all.
yeah
She's not the face of she's conservative. Like she votes Republican,
no
so she's out.
yeah.
She's out.
Okay.
So and she likes women. So yeah, like
Wait, what?
she,
Like she's still interested
still
in
likes
women?
women.
Is she is she a so she's a
likes women.
lesbian? She's a trans lesbian?
yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that
I
either.
guess so. Yeah, she still dates women. Yeah.
I did not know that. Okay. So anyway,
Yeah.
back to Hershey. Why I'm trying this back, right? So World International Women's Day is a day that's supposed to empower women. And if you're really pro LGBTQ, have you gone through this thread at all, Deji? You sent me this thread, but have you looked through it?
Are we
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about World
yeah.
International Women's Day? Because this is going to get construed now, obviously. To me, this means that we're talking about biological women with a vagina who didn't do anything, like, I guess a real woman. Can't use that term either.
Right.
Because that makes other trans not real.
Yeah.
But that's the whole intent of International Women's Day, right? Like, that's to me. And that hasn't changed, even though they're trying to do this stuff.
Yeah.
So does that make me transphobic?
Well, okay, so this thread, having gone through this thread, there's people arguing for both. There one saying that how dare Hershey put a man. They're actually straight up saying you put a man as the face on this chocolate bar on International Women's Day. How dare you? Right? There's the one. And I think it's this woman, which I don't know, looks a little based on her T-shirt. I feel like isn't that conservative? Make America great. Make
America
godly.
Make America cool again.
I think it says godly. Anyway, so that comes off conservative to me, right? So she's not pro LGBTQ, right? So it makes sense that she's against this whole Hershey thing. But then the other people who are saying, are finding about that this is a trend, this boycott trend. They're like, I'm going to buy more Hershey's now because thank you, Hershey's, for accepting now the fact that we can call trans women, actual women now. It's like an actual acceptance of the LGBTQ. So you know what I mean? Like I don't agree with either side really, but I see both sides. I understand why both sides exist.
Can we put a dog in there then?
What?
Yeah.
It's not International Dog Day.
Why can't you put a giraffe? Or
on the
why
chocolate
not?
bar?
Like, I mean, yeah. Like, why not?
Well,
like,
maybe for International Giraffe Day.
The majority of the species on this planet knows the term woman.
I think
even
it was
though, in America, in North America.
I just think, it was a marketing decision.
Oh yeah,
A ploy to see if we could use today's wokeness to boost sales on International Women's Day. A terrible mess. Unfortunately, it did not work. Look at what happened to sales. This was
Yeah, I'm about to
no
Google
trans in the world could buy enough fucking chocolate to get that back up if it was just them.
It's just.
has their stock dropped?
Yeah.
Today it went up 0.75% after hours. It dropped 0.0. This red arrow is really. This is just. This actually doesn't say much because it's really this little movement here that we're looking at just over there. So it's like. That's just to freak you out. It's not gonna go down to a 5-year low. I'm not sure. Let's look up HSY. Stock price 238.40 today. That's still today? 5 hours ago? Oh, okay. Well, it looks like it's doing okay. It's still on the up. So
when was that commercial? When was that commercial? Yesterday?
The commercial was yesterday, I think. When is it? Where is International Women's Day? International Women's Day.
So
can a woman be feminine anymore? Can a real woman be a woman anymore?
Oh, it's next week. What's that?
It's so wrong to put a real woman on there, eh? Is that what that means? Is that what we're trying to say now?
That's what that's what the. Is that left conservative? That's what they're saying. I don't see that. Oh, it's the one day we get to celebrate and empower women. It's not. We could do that every day. You could do it every day. You don't have. You're not limited to celebrate women's. Yeah, you're not.
Limited to where's the Filipino days? Or why can't we have? What do you call it? Every day is something. Why can't we have quadriplegic day? Why can't we have
there's Black History Month,
Day,
right? Giving Black History a month versus women's a day. It's all stupid, societal. It's just
There is
societal
a
complex.
international.
Yeah,
There's an international transgender day of visibility, and it's in March 31st.
they should have done it then. I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
That would have made more sense for Hershey to do it then. It's actually really brilliant to do that because of their name being Hershey. I think that's really smart. They just chose the wrong day to do it.
Let me tell you something.
Everyone chill out. That's
They
all I'm
would
saying.
never put a trans man on anything, man. I'm telling you that right now. I've not seen a single fucking thing.
Oh, you mean
of
like
trans
you mean
men.
like a
'Cause
a
men-
woman who became
Yeah.
a man.
Yeah, you know why? Because men don't give a shit about trans men.
You think,
Hey,
man?
you want to come in the bathroom?
You
They don't give a fuck.
yo, honestly,
They don't.
hold on. You don't think GQ will ever have like a trans man on the cover?
Tell you something.
I
No.
feel like GQ
Let me
would,
tell you
dude.
something.
No,
You think
no. Well,
if
why don't
GQ
they?
did
Why
that,
haven't anybody
it would
done it in
definitely
years?
go out of business.
Hold on.
And you know why? If GQ did that, they would definitely go out of business. And you know why? There's an app.
There we go.
There's hundreds of apps, right, for women to like change, to like Facetune and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
And you generally like if you see those ads on Instagram, the comments will be like, "Oh, blah 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 blah. This is useful. Like I use this too. It was really cool." Yo, I saw one that came out that had a dude on there use an app to make him have like a six pack. All of the fucking comments, bro, were ripping this guy a new asshole.
Yeah.
They're like, bro, go to the fucking gym. Like, just basically shit like that, right?
Are you talking about the
So I
guy
feel
who
like-
tattooed
Yeah.
a six pack on his stomach?
No. This was a guy who used an app
Okay.
to like
like
Okay.
Photoshop abs on, but he
I
was
think
like,
girls
shoving-
do that
Uh,
with their gym
yeah, but like
pics
the
now.
reaction,
Yeah.
the reaction, and girls do that, right? But the reaction in like the comments is not gonna reflect that. I think the audience of the GQ mag would let him have it, yo. like they would rip them a new asshole.
well,
son.
but it's because the guy.
This is men now.
That's
We're talking
different
about-
though.
we're talking about men.
That guy's just trying
But I'm
to cheat the work to get something that everyone else is working for. Like that's different.
Yeah.
Like it's not like if it okay, look. Well, clearly I just pulled up GQ covers. There's been women on front end GQ covers, right? So it's not like
sorry.
course.
You said GQ. I'm thinking of Sports Illustrated. Sorry. When you
Okay.
said GQ or like Men's Health or something, I'm thinking of Men's Health.
oh,
Like a Men's Health mag.
was it
Not gonna happen. Yeah.
cover fake abs? Should just look that up.
Oh no. This. Okay, so I'm saying like if it was a male like dominated magazine
Oh,
and
yeah,
their
yeah.
audience was mostly male members,
Yeah.
I don't think the marketing department would do that. Is what I'm saying because they would
Yeah.
definitely get the backlash.
The men's side of the world is not woke enough yet for this stuff. It's all trans women and men trying to protect women, and that's where the argument's been for years.
Okay. Okay.
And
If a woman wants to
I-
try out for any man's sport, by all means, we don't care. We'll crush you.
I
All's fair in love and war.
I think it's more so like the sentiment of it because if you think about marketing, like someone doing that as a marketing move is trying to like use sentiment to like get more sales or people to like buy in or whatever, right? But men are just like it's fucking sticks and stones. It's like one or two. Like we don't give a fuck about sentiment. You know what I mean? So I think a magazine doing that would have like a male audience react very like no. You know
It's
what
like
I mean?
we're Neanderthals. Yeah,
Okay.
we're simple.
Question.
Don't change things.
There's obviously physical fitness type of sports. Putting biological men versus biological women is unfair play space, right? Chess, you would say doesn't matter. Biological sex
Yep.
wouldn't matter, right? Or anything that didn't involve a physical element. They did it with like gaming, like COD, or there's like all women teams, and then they face all men
Sure.
teams, and they get
Yeah.
demolished. Like whether it be League of Legends, StarCraft, or whatever like that. The best, from what I recall, the best female StarCraft player is a trans woman. Like it's not It's not an actual
my
woman.
God.
It's an actual trans one, right?
Penises are represented on both sides.
So I can see how in this,
When it
like,
comes
but a debate, a spelling bee, or like something like that, like some, politics. Politics is a great one where like it doesn't matter, male or women, whatever. Like
Yeah,
that's
it doesn't
they're
matter.
leveling the playing field there. But anything with physical. So anyway, outside of that, what do you think is the take home from this boycott? Like, what do you think the boycott? What is your opinion, guys? What is your opinion?
It's a fascinating social commentary because like there is a lot of acceptance of the trans community, right? But I feel as though this direct infarction on something, or not infarction, but this direct like maybe in like intrusion into something that's like classically um I guess biologically reserved for women,
Yeah.
or like, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
is now being represented by a trans woman.
Yeah.
And so I think that clash
Yeah.
is definitely like, that's why the women are reacting so passionately towards it, because it's like there is a lot of acceptance, but like this is kind of like our thing, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like, how dare you?
Not all
Especially
women.
ev-
Again,
Not
I saw some posts there who are like, all right, I'm gonna buy more Hershey's, but what do you
Oh.
think Hershey's should do? Should they pull?
I mean,
should
the
they
stock
pull,
is holding steady.
That's what I'm saying. For one, it's
Why couldn't they put a bunch of women up there? Why couldn't they put a bunch of women and throw a trans in
it
there?
could. Yeah, that would have been smarter too. That would have been smarter. So do you think?
I mean, that would alleviate some of the.
Do you think Hershey's should pull the chocolate this particular promotion on this? Because basically she is on the bar, right? There's a photo of her or a picture of her. So do you think
Is that her?
this is her? Yeah,
Who
or
is she?
she is.
Oh,
I don't know. She has a title and she's like some executive director of some company.
it's not that Devin Mulvaney girl, is it, or something like that?
A what?
The one that met the president,
I don't.
Devin Mulvaney, or she's getting super popular. She
I
sat down with Biden.
I don't think so.
Mm.
So okay.
I don't think so.
Do you think Hershey should pull the bar from like conservative states?
Is that what this? Oh, you're asking me?
To live in
Hold on, here.
My name is Faye Johnstone.
Faye.
I'm the executive director of Wisdom to Action. We can
Executive
create a world
Director
wherever.
of Wisdom to Action. Faye Johnstone.
Wisdom. What's wisdom to action?
I guess. Fine, let's look at that up.
See, but this is
Wisdom-
what's the day called? This is International Women's Day. Is this what it is? What's it called?
International Women's Day.
Wisdom to action.
Yeah,
We
see,
are a social enterprise.
This
and
is called
consulting firm.
International Trans Women's Day. This is International Women's Day.
Okay. Is
Across
this it?
Canada. This is her company, and it is very it's geared on like transition to like LGBTQ stuff, inclusion. Makes sense. She works for a company that's going to, help. So this organization is to help other companies work on their inclusion, like transition to inclusion.
Yeah.
So I get it. That makes sense that she works there.
It has nothing to do with the inclusion, man. That's the whole thing. That's my opinion. This has something to do this is biology based. You could be whatever you want, and I'm not going to beat the fuck out of you.
No, here's the question. No, my question
be that-
was, did Hershey make a mistake, or did Hershey do a good thing, or should Hershey choose something to like make
No.
amends for the people who are angry? What should Hershey do? And go ahead, go. Both of you guys.
Hershey, man. Man, I think they should just wait. Wait till because this is the thing, man. Everybody's fake outrage these days, son. Everyone
It's
loves to be
surprising.
outraged.
They want to
So,
jump on
I would
bandwagons.
just
I know.
wait.
I know.
I would just wait for like a week, see what the stock is saying, and then maybe even double down.
Yeah.
Depending,
Like-
Okay.
it's like, yeah, put two
Yeah,
trans women on
this is
there.
typical.
Tom, what do you think? What should Hershey have
This is
done it?
typical.
Was
Like,
it a
they're gonna
mistake?
make-
Should they fix it? What do you think?
No. They're jumping on the trend train, and then they're gonna see what's gonna happen. Just like Disney's already fucking said, yeah, we fucked up with our wokeness. You watch. It's just a matter of time. Let them
Oh, they
do
said
it.
that? When
Let
did
them
it, when
swim or
did
fail
that?
on their own.
When
But
when did
that's not a
Disney say
woman to
that?
me.
Yeah, what happened with Disney?
Oh man, they've been all over the news.
What happened?
Disney's been tanking hard.
Because of
Oh, I think I did. I think I did
Disney's
hear that.
LGBTQ stuff or what?
no, their wokeness, and I'm sure it's LGBTQ is probably tied to it
Oh,
too.
the wokeness
But their
with Ariel,
wokeness
right?
is
With like Ariel being
no,
black and stuff.
just a lot everything. Wokeness is for sure LGBTQ is right beside it. But see what Hershey will do it, and I think everyone will try to do something like this. So I'm not gonna be, I won't be surprised. But
Proud fan.
not everyone has to agree with it. That's
Okay.
all.
My take. At the end of the day, these guys, all of these companies, whether it be Disney, Hershey, whatever, they want to make money, right? So there must be some sort of analysis that they think that they can tap into a part of the community, LGBTQ maybe, and like, yo, we're not selling enough to this space. We can sell more to this space. So they decided to do this to sell more to that demographic, right? Apparently it's working right now because their stock price is doing okay. But I do think the error in their release was they could have waited till the International Transgender Day to do it for the Hershey to put this representative on the bar. They could have just put a woman, like a biological woman, for International Women's Day next week. They didn't have to do anything, actually. Still push the Hershey, and then 2 weeks later, when it's International Trans Day, then launch this one. That probably would have made a whole lot of sense, and it would have been good for them. I don't think Hershey should do
Yeah.
So there are
anything or like pull anything off the shelves. I don't think Hershey needs to respond to this boycott. I think this boycott's silly. It's silly. It's not. It's,
no,
unless they're
it's not really
boycotting
a
for actual reasons of
boycott.
like slave labor or like, pollution of their manufacturing plant. That makes sense to me. But for a marketing gimmick decision to make more sales to a certain demographic, to boycott them for that is stupid. You can boycott them for other reasons, but if you're gonna boycott for this reason, I think that's stupid. That's my take. I think anyone should just chill out.
They said here, or somebody mentioned it. I don't know if it was you that mentioned it, but this just helps them, make the case that a trans woman is a real woman, right? That's what I
That's
remember.
basically
that was
what
in
that.
the conversation.
I think so. Like it's her, she. Like their pronouns, right?
So
Like,
on trans day, they should put a real woman on something because they're saying they're all the same.
Just double
they should
down
put a
on
real
it.
biological woman.
that's
Yeah, and you'll see them freak out like
Yeah, all the
crazy.
LGBTQ would be, how
There's
dare
no
you?
difference.
How dare you put
Exactly.
a biological woman
Exactly.
to represent, yeah.
Exactly. See?
Yeah.
Right?
So-
If they're claiming they're all the same, then there's nothing wrong with putting a cis woman on anything on theirs.
Yeah. This is what a messy place.
You're right. That's why they're confusing the children.
for all
Confusing
this,
the children.
yeah, it's just,
Right?
it's so annoying. Advertising these days, everyone has to be so like,
If they think that they're all the
tippy-
same, then
everyone
they
has
should
to
have no
tippy-toe,
problem
right?
putting a biological one.
I
so.
miss the
That's
days
why
when
men are
advertising.
really
When
effective
they could
for
be
protecting
crude.
women. Protecting women.
Hey, what do you guys? Have you guys?
Nah.
Okay, go ahead. Deji.
Oh, I was gonna say, I miss the days where advertising was just dope. Like, you ever seen the Jean-Claude Van Damme advert?
Of
Yo, this is the greatest ad I've ever seen. Yo, go to YouTube. It's like Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yo, just watch the shit, man.
what?
It's actually amazing. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, this one.
Son.
Dude,
Oh,
this was the best. Like you mean the
Son.
the Volvo trucks, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
I loved it. That
Like,
was
so practical. It's the most practical ad I've ever seen.
I've had my ups and downs, my fair
It's
share
actually amazing.
of bumpy roads
my
and
fair
heavy
share
winds.
of bumpy roads.
That's what made me what I am today.
You guys
Now I
hear the
stand
audio?
here before you.
No.
Oh, you
What
don't
you
hear the
see
audio.
to-
Okay, hold on. Let me switch it up. Hold on. So you guys hear the audio.
You ever seen this ad, Tom?
I know I have, but it's been a while.
Oh
my
man,
God.
the first time I saw this ad, I was legit blown the fuck away.
I loved it, man. I'm gonna get TOS for this.
I've had my ups and downs, my fair share of bumpy roads and heavy winds.
Heavy wins.
That's what made me what I am today. Now I stand here before you. What you see is a body crafted to perfection. A pair of legs engineered to defy the laws of physics. And a mindset to master the most epic.
Yeah, I think it's real.
Bro, they must have paid him a fucking
I mean,
arm and leg
yeah.
for that. What? That would have taken their sales. Huh, listen.
Well, the thing is, here's the thing for an ad like that, right? We think it's cool, but we're the end consumer. Like we are a customer. People investing in Volvo trucks, like those are all like exec people. Like maybe they would have, but you know, at the end of the day, like when companies are deciding on their freight, on their like machinery, it's a dollar thing. It's like it's a money thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Facts.
So
Oh, what's most
Well-
cost effective?
That's why, like, you know, Hershey had no problem. They were selling chocolate all the time. Didn't matter to who. Everybody loves Hershey's. Now they just put themselves in a sticky pile.
like imagine
I think
imagine
that
the
was
outrage
best
when
time.
Hershey sold their first cookies and cream bar. It's like you were supposed to represent
Why?
chocolate. What do you mean white chocolate? You know, like
Or like when when McDonald's
Oldest
started
kids, yeah.
like different.
They're all
types of
getting
different
along,
flavors.
you know.
so. Okay, I was gonna say something before that. In terms of this, like, you said, yeah, like back in the day when ads just used to be dope. This whole like tiptoeing space now where people have to be. Oh, there's the thing. How many of you guys also noticed too that a lot of commercials that involve like a couple or like a family represent the man as stupid, like dumb? Have you been noticing more of that? Like if you pay more attention to ads, you see this maybe like attractive woman has her shit together, like responsible, smart, and then an oaf of a husband who just like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm stupid,
okay.
and I make the mistake, and then the woman corrects them, right? Like this whole, like there's a lot of ads like that now, and movies and shows are doing it now too, where like they're, you know, it's very like pro female, like the female heroine, like that the protagonist is female now and women power, and then a man can never tell. Oh, She-Hulk is the best example of that. Like if you guys
Stupid.
have you guys
That's
seen
woke.
She-Hulk?
That's woke right there.
It's super woke.
That's
Okay.
woke.
So that
That's
whole
super woke.
space of like
Oh, I see what you mean.
it's
That show is pretty.
it was affecting media. It's affecting media too much. It's actually destroying, I think, like creativity and like quality.
Well, yeah,
quality.
they're just
of
making everything
product,
that's
like,
already there.
yeah.
It didn't take a genius to make She-Walk.
I really don't like the
You know, you
fact.
just said, well, why can't there be a woman?
Like, do you think like political agenda should exist in movies? Yeah, certain movies. If that's the purpose, if that's the purpose, but storytelling, do you think, you know, like, you know what I mean? Look at Independence Day. No, guys, let's go back to the movie Armageddon. Remember Armageddon? Everybody loved that movie, man. Everyone
Oh
loved
yeah, I just watched
Armageddon.
that like last week. That movie's like 25 years
Dude,
old.
that movie's
My
dope.
God.
Do you think a
Yeah.
movie like that? I bet you, if Armageddon. Oh wait, the Mary Sue is a common trope now. Yeah. So imagine if Armageddon was to re-release, let's say they remake Armageddon, how many women do you think are gonna be in that like drill team, like in that like oil rig team? They're gonna replace certain people with women
There'll
in
be
that.
trans. There'll be someone
Yeah,
black. There'll be someone brown.
yeah.
There'll be a woman
Or maybe the whole
in charge.
the Ben Affleck thing could have been a gay
Yeah.
like a gay relationship. It wouldn't have been like
Yeah.
Ben Affleck, Liv Tyler. It would be like Ben Affleck and Matthew Damon. Like
Oh, Armageddon.
yeah, Armageddon. Yeah,
Was Liv Tyler.
the asteroid coming down, hitting the Earth.
Oh
This is
shit.
not original. I'm just saying it's not original, man. They're just changing everything to fit a narrative. Just like the
I mean,
Ghostbusters.
you saw what happened with Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah.
Like-
Exactly, dude. That's a yeah. Rings of Power based
Bro,
on Lord of the Rings. Yeah.
Just off the strength of the hate, I haven't watched it, and I'm not going to, because my conviction was like they changed Tolkien's work, and it's like I'm cool on
Dude,
that.
I watched it. I wanted to watch it because I wanted to see what all the hate was about. And I don't mind the wokeness aspects of changing certain races of characters, changing certain genders of characters. That's fine. I don't. It doesn't matter. Black elf, I don't care, man. Or a woman, dwarf, I don't care.
Yeah, but
But it's the show was just bad because of everything else, like the writing and the acting and like I didn't like the actual aspects that matter. Yeah, there's wokeness in it, but that's not why I didn't like it. Like the wokeness part was fine.
It's
Yeah,
unoriginal, man.
some of it's in your
not
face,
creative.
didn't have to be there, but it was just a badly produced show. I think.
Yeah.
I think you know.
I mean, I think if you compare that to Game of Thrones, right? Like, Game of Thrones was strictly source material up until like the end, and the difference in the show is night and day after that happened.
Do you watch?
know.
Do you watch House of the Red Dragon? House of the Dragon?
I did watch it.
Okay.
Well, like maybe 75% of it.
There's wokeness in
It
it
was a good
too.
show.
It's good though.
It was a good show.
But there's wokeness in it too. Do you know? Like the whole Valyria being black family, like that's wokeness. But it didn't
That's
bother
cool.
me. It was fine. I'm like, I didn't care. Like,
why does if somebody creates a fucking magical world,
yeah,
how could anyone even tell someone there has to be this in it? Like you're talking about something thinking and imagining, oh, there's no trans in it.
Yeah.
Why isn't there? Man, I made this up in my head.
yeah. You could
There's
just
a castle and a fire-breathing dragon.
yeah. You just write
Yeah,
a new
like,
one.
who cares?
Like, write one yourself.
Yeah.
It's so simple. Like you
Right.
want a story with inclusion, then
No,
write
this
a
is a
story
world
with
full of
inclusion.
dragons and straight males and straight females, and we're talking about zombies, and now you're worried about the trans.
Yeah,
It's not
man.
in my. No.
I mean, that's like what happened with
Like-
the Little Mermaid and Ariel. Like, it didn't have to be that way. The fact that they did it doesn't really bother me. Changing Ariel to
You
a
know how
black
many
woman,
kids didn't recognize Ariel?
but at the same
You know how many kids did?
but at
Ariel?
the same time,
Even black kids. But that's not Ariel.
they could have just not rewrote. They could have just wrote a new story. Just write a new story. Like, it doesn't have to be the Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
Make it something.
You know how
else.
many black authors have written? There's already black authors who've written mermaid books.
What was
Why didn't
the-
they just come?
What was that one with Will Smith? Like, meet me at the car wash. What was that one?
Wasn't that Shark
Shark-
Tales or some shit?
The
Oh, wait, no, you're
movie
thinking about something else.
is what movie?
What was the
this?
one Will Smith was in? Shark Tale?
It was Shark Tale. Was that Disney?
I think so. Or Nickelodeon?
Shark
I don't
Tale.
know.
Is it Disney? DreamWorks. So it wasn't Disney.
Oh.
This was a big movie. This was a huge
Is that the
movie.
one that did Buzz Lightyear? Is that them?
DreamWorks is the same one that made Toy Story, I think. But I don't
Yeah,
know if it was
I think that's-
Disney. I don't know if it's Disney. But anyway, in this case though, they wrote a new story under the sea
Yeah.
of a bunch of fish, and there was a lot of black people in it, who starred in the roles.
Wait,
They
you're
weren't
talking,
Huh?
you're talking about Shark Tale?
Shark Tale. Well, not really a lot of
Okay.
black people in it, but like Will Smith
What?
is the main guy.
Oh.
You know?
Oh, when you said Under the Sea, that threw me off because I was like, isn't that Little Mermaid?
Yeah, under the sorry, I just mean like an ocean
Oh,
movie.
actually, Under the Sea.
You know, it was an ocean movie that they rewrote and they started differently. It was original, great. You know, Finding
This movie
Nemo
was amazing.
was original. You know, did Dory need to
Right.
be played by a white woman or a white I guess, gay woman. I don't think that was part of it. They just wanted her voice. They just wanted her voice, right? And
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Oh, did Ellen play Dory?
Ellen played Dory, yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
the voice of Bart Simpson is a chick, isn't it?
Yeah. Naruto, Goku.
Becky Carver,
Like all the
Right?
dope like characters.
I'd be offended that it wasn't a boy. Bart Simpson was voiced by a woman.
It's like,
oh no!
how dare they? It's like, how dare
I know.
Fox do
Right.
that to us? I feel cheated. No,
Yeah.
man, it's like, it's so stupid. Like, anyway.
Yeah, Boondocks. Riley from the Boondocks is voiced by a woman.
Oh, there you go too.
Yeah.
Right, dude. Goku, like the one that we all want to aspire to be because he's like Goku.
Voiced by a woman.
Is a woman.
You
Yeah,
fucking shitting.
yeah, dude. There's no way a
Nice.
man can speak that high pitch.
That's
Goku from
actually
Dragon Ball
crazy.
Z, dude. Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, I think I said Groku.
Oh no.
Goku's voiced by a
Mandalorian.
woman. Wow, I got to see a picture of her.
There.
Wow, is there a picture of her in the studio?
Masako. Hold on.
And she's an old woman too.
Zawa. There. Here. You
Yo.
ready? You
Look
ready
at
for
that.
this?
Senior
閉
citizen.
会宣言のメッセージが来ているんです
Hold on.
Ready? Alright, それでは Here we go!
どうも皆さん野沢雅子です長時間にわたっての開催でしたがいかがでしょうか楽しんでいただけました世界中のドラゴンボールゲームのファンの皆さんに楽しんでいただけたんだと思っています
There we go.
本当にありがとうございます最後は皆さんと一緒にカメハメハを打って閉会宣言としたいと思いますいいですかいいかみんなまずはこうやって気をためるだけだいくぞかめはめは
See, a senior citizen woman.
Okay.
We should be offended, man. She's taking away a male role there.
How dare she?
Yeah.
And she's sick, man. Like,
Hilarious, bro.
anyway. But that's obviously that's the Japanese voice. The American voice, I think, is probably a dude. Maybe, I don't know.
That because I was about to say, I was thinking about the American version.
Okay. Let's see.
I was
Let's
like,
see.
yo, if that's voiced by a dude or
Goku.
by a woman.
English voice actor is Sean Shamel. Yeah, it's this guy.
Okay.
This guy's a dude.
What? He's a white dude.
Well, of course, it's English, bro.
Oh shit! Yo, let's watch a
He's
video
not
of him.
Asian.
Okay, fine.
Why couldn't they put an Asian guy there voicing an Asian character?
Yo, imagine just walking around, going to a bar, looking like that guy, and just be like, "Yo, I'm Goku."
I am the warrior you've heard of in legends. I am
Wow.
pure heart and awakened by fury. I am the Super Saiyan, Son Goku!
Wow, what a classic voice.
Is this also a Japanese version and they're just subbing it with an American
They
voice?
just they just dub it. They dub it.
American voice version.
Well, this is a
So it's kind
game.
of like the Power Rangers. The Power
Exactly.
Rangers was
Yeah.
originally in
Exactly.
Japanese, but then they had to hire American when they brought it to American media.
Yeah. All the
Yeah.
fight scenes where they have their thing on is totally Asia, you could tell. And then American High School.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I think that was cool. Anyone last thoughts for the
Oh,
day
shit.
on any of these?
I think I found a video of him recording in the studio. Hold on, let me see.
Let's see if he has one where he does it. This one's too long. It's like 44 minutes long.
There's one that's.
Where did you?
Oh shit! Okay. Oh shit! Hold up. I'll send this to you in the chat.
Is it this one? World record copy?
And I'm going to wish you the best of luck. I've got my stopwatch.
No,
No, that's not the one. This one. This?
yeah, yeah.
Goku, we're in for some serious trouble.
He's Kinkai too.
straight for us. What?
Holy
Why's Bulma coming
shit.
here? No, not her.
Barris is coming!
All right, 152, 54, 57.
Wow.
He does both.
A lot of these guys, they voice how many characters, right?
Oh yeah, Hank Azaria and The Simpsons.
Goku!
Oh, Seth MacFarlane?
We're in for some
He does
serious
everything,
trouble
yeah.
and it's heading this way!
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still got some head flaps after that, so we may need to do the original line.
Yeah, sure.
And do something.
Wow, that's hard.
Maybe a little
Wow.
higher falsetto in pitch at the beginning and stretch it out a little longer.
Goku! We're in for some serious trouble and it's headed straight towards us!
Why's Bulma coming here?
No, not her! Beerus is coming! As we speak, Beerus the Destroyer is rapidly approaching
Watching
this
it in
planet!
person, watching the guy work is like weird, eh?
Wow. So cool, man.
That's sick.
Voice
Crazy.
actors, yo. Shout out to them, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hank is well, you know Hank Azaria, right? On The Simpsons. He does
Yep.
Wiggum,
He does
Apu.
Homer?
I think he does. Yeah, he does a lot.
The girl does a lot of voices. Yeah. The
Man,
girl
I'm
does a
just
lot
like-
of voices.
I just think about Seth. This motherfucker.
Because the girl does Bart
Seth
Simpson, and
MacFarlane.
she
What
also
did I
does
say?
Yeah.
What did I say? I don't. I told
Azaria?
Hank Azaria.
That's The Simpsons, right? Seth is a
MacFarlane
Family Guy.
does a lot of voices
Oh.
too, right?
Family Guy.
That's Family
yeah,
Guy.
yeah.
Hey, Peter!
All right, guys. Thank you. Hopefully that was entertaining for you guys to just talk about two very different
Hello, Peter.
stories. But that was fun. Hopefully we'll see you guys next week, Thursday,
Brian,
for the next
Brian.
BrackCast. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Deji. And guys, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Oh my
Peace
god,
out.
Brian.